Board of Education is reconvening into open session at 6 p.m. Roll call, please.
C.J. Johnson present.
Suzuki present.
Susan Smith present.
Daryl Keaton present.
Marcia Locke present.
Martin Rex Kedzio present.
Robert Verdi present.
Susanna Lopez present.
Maribel Maddox present.
Okay, report out. The Board of Education convened into closed session to discuss public employee discipline, dismissal, release, non-reelects, conference with labor negotiator, conference with legal counsel, existing litigation, and conference with legal counsel, anticipated litigation. Action was taken on the following. A motion was made by Mr. Johnson and seconded by Mrs. Smith to approve the notice of intent to dismiss and statement of charges for classified employee 196713. This was approved by the Board of Education by the following vote of 5-0. A motion was made by Mrs. Smith and seconded by Mr. Johnson to approve the notice of intent to dismiss and statement of charges for classified employee 199860. This was approved by the Board of Education by the following vote, 5-0. By a vote of 5-0, the board took action in closed session to accept the settlement agreement and release for employee number 078174, certificated teacher. So at this time, we'll have the Pledge of Allegiance will be led by Brianna Cuevas, 9th grade student from Vista Del Lago High School.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you, Brianna. Okay, now we'll look at the dates of the future board meetings. The next board meeting is October 27th, closed session 4 p.m., open session 6 p.m. It's a regular meeting. November 10th, closed session 4 p.m., open session 6 p.m., regular meeting. December 15th, closed session 4 p.m., open session. This is a regular meeting and also an organizational meeting. We'll now have Dr. Kedzio will provide the superintendent's district updates and informational reports. Dr. Kedzio.
Thank you, Dr. Locke. So tonight, I just want you to know that since our students can't be here in person, I have many examples of student performance this evening, and I just hope the videos work because you know, they've been doing an outstanding job there. On the next slide, that tells our mission statement, and one of the things that I want people to know is that we've been asking for input about revising our mission statement because in 2014 we developed a strategic plan. And so in 2020, it came up for revision. And so we've been working with many stakeholder groups and parents and students to revise our mission statement and our vision statement. And I'm looking forward to bringing that to the board to share with them what's happened. And even the board, you had opportunity to share about it. So I just want to let everybody know that remains our mission statement because you keep working on it. And then the next slide is our 11 commitments. And tonight I talk about some students and faculty members that have exhibited those 11 commitments. And the first one tonight is from a student at Mountain View Middle School. And his name is Jose Diaz. And one of the things he did was he wrote a letter to the Mountain View Middle School staff. And he said, "We thank you for being here for us in these hard times. We know it's so sad that we can't see each other face to face and hug each other, but we will get there. You guys should all be awarded for us. You guys will be recognized for someone who brightens up someone's day the way all the staff members in Mountain View Middle School are role models. It does not matter how big or small someone has else. It depends on how you guys act, and you guys are great. No, you guys are an excellent role model. I said this on one of my previous emails. If there were a staff of the year or a month, I would have chosen all of you guys. No kidding. So he says at the end, thank you for taking out the rainy clouds of others and putting them a rainbow on it. Your friend Jose Diaz.
Wow.
And we want to thank him tonight because we are all ambassadors of the district. We must make a good impression and be aware of other mindsets from working in our community. And Jose Diaz really exemplifies that as a seventh grader at Mountain View. So thank you for that. And then our next example of our commitment is number 8. And it's our leaders and accept the responsibility and sacrifice, ensuring equity for all. Being a leader is not about the power. Leadership is about creating change, improvement, and making the sacrifices needed to get the job done. So I kept trying to say your name today, Ashish Paliki, but he's an 11th grade student at Vista Del Lago, and he emailed me, and he emailed many adults, and he wants to make sure people vote. And so it's 4 minutes and 14 seconds, but he created this, and I think, and you know, we're all, you know, the election's coming up November the 3rd, and I just really appreciate this student going out of his way to do this. So are y'all gonna play his video? Hi, I'm Dr. Kedziora. I serve as the superintendent of the Moreno Valley Unified School District.
Good morning. My name is Eric Swanson. I'm your principal here at Vista Del Lago.
Hi everyone, my name is Dana Denims and I'm assistant principal for guidance at Vista Del Lago High School.
Hello Ravens, Mr. Munoz, your ASB director.
Hey Ravens, I'm Miss DePass. I teach AP US History.
Hi Ravens, this is Miss Manji and I'm one of the counselors here at Vista Del Lago.
Hi there, my name is Dr. Wilmot. I teach English at Vista Del Lago.
Hi Ravens, my name is Mrs. Backer. I am a resource specialist.
Hi, I'm Miss Arkishi. I teach English at Vista Del Lago High School.
Hello everyone, I am Miss Solorzano and I am the AVID counselor.
Hi there, I'm Mrs. Dolan. I run the Health Academy program at Vista Del Lago.
Mrs. Bruce here from Vista Del Lago High School. I teach Art 1, Art 2, and AP Art.
Hi guys, I'm Mrs. Odell and I teach English at Vista.
You should vote. And the reason you should vote is because it gives you voice and it makes sure that you have a choice. I always vote because I want to make sure that I'm doing everything I can to get the right candidate in office.
Young people should vote because you are the most diverse voting bloc in America, and you have the ability to make change if everyone votes.
I think you guys should vote because you have a fresh perspective. You are a new generation of voters, and you want different things for our country.
Why do I vote? I vote because it is a privilege. My vote matters, and I can't take that for granted. And ladies, did you know that this year marks the 100th anniversary of a woman's right to vote?
You should vote simply because you can. There was a time that you could not, where you did not have the choice, when voting was regarded simply for those in power or privilege. And now, regardless of your sex, your ethnic, cultural background, your socioeconomic status, regardless of that, if you're over the age of 18, you can vote. And so you should. People had to die for this right. They had to die so that you could go out to the voting polls and cast your decision.
I am going to read you a quote by someone who says it way better than I could possibly say it. You wouldn't let your grandparents pick your playlist. Why would you let them pick your representative who's going to determine your future? And the person that said that was Barack Obama, and I think he hit the nail on the head.
The next generation coming in and should know the importance of voting, and those who fought really hard to get that right to vote.
I believe that it's important for you to vote because as you get older, you will realize that there are things that you will also become passionate about, or maybe you're already passionate about things, and that is wonderful. That means that you need your voice to be heard when you are voting.
And think about this. There are people in the community that cannot vote. So you are the voice of the voiceless.
You are helping shape the future of not only our country, but in some cases the world.
It's your right to vote. Educate yourself so that you are able to make an informed decision this November.
When we look at the world around us, there may be so many things that we like and so many things we dislike. And the easiest way to get our voice heard is to vote. Vote on our political officials, vote on the legislation they're proposing, and vote to change our world.
We have some good things because previous generations voted to make the world better for us. So let's improve our world and also pay it forward so we make the world better for those coming up behind us.
So get out there and vote.
You should really get out there and vote and let your voice be heard.
I want to encourage everyone to go out and vote.
So get out there and vote if you can, and be informed.
Make sure you get out there and let your voice be heard.
You need to vote. Thanks, guys.
I vote for me. I vote for my family. I vote for our future.
Make a choice, make a decision, make a change.
Vote, vote, vote.
Stay updated, stay informed, and get a chance to share your views.
And although we may not always agree, voting is the way to have your voice heard, because guess what? You matter.
Please make sure you exercise your right to vote. It's important.
I mean, I'm just so impressed with our students. They do this, and he created this. So thank you for doing that. And then our next one is from a teacher at Vista Heights Middle School. He's the band teacher there. And he wanted to show students, they're going to start learning how to play instruments. And so he did this in his garage, and they're physically distanced, and they're playing these instruments. And I just thought this was so nice that he did this for students. He's planning on having kids create quartets with different kids, though, in a large ensemble with many different students on the screen. And he wanted them to hear and see this.
You guys ready? Mm-hmm. Ready? 1, 2, 1, 2.
So I think these are a few examples of teachers and students and just people being creative and innovative during this pandemic. But I think they're excellent examples of our 11 commitments. And then I want you to know that the Moreno Valley Educators Foundation, that's led by Toby Boucher, and there's a board of directors in our district, continues to get donations from outside partners to award students each week from each school for demonstrating improvement with attendance and participation, and improvement in engagement and assignments. And teachers submit their students' names, and one student each week is selected from each school. And we're very proud. This is week 5, and they're doing this each week of distance learning. And this did not happen before. And so we're very proud of this Moreno Valley Education Foundation and what they contribute to our students and our teachers. They're even doing it for teachers too. 10 teachers get chosen each week. And then I wanted you to see some of our elementary students at Moreno Elementary School. And Darla Tobar is the kindergarten teacher there, and she's been teaching there for over 30 years. She was Teacher of the Year last year, and every week she puts this out to parents to show just all of the actions and the charismatic behavior of her kindergartners, her 5-year-olds. And I'm sure you can find in each of them one of you. So when you were 5. And then La Jolla Elementary School, Josiah Honeycutt, who's a first grade student, and Journey Honeycutt, who's a TK student, sent me these pictures, and they wanted to convert their home into a classroom for her kids. And Journey was one of the S.T.A.R students recently, but look what they've done at their house. You know, I'm just really, impressed. All the learning walls and things that are posted up so the students stay motivated and learn. Congratulations on that. And then at Mountain View Middle School, Pedro Fregoso, who's a 6th grade student there, is a rising star. He qualifies for the next round on the Mijo Una Artista, My Child is an Artist, a competition for young musicians on Despierto American Television Network, which is on Univision. And it's like, American Idol, but, on that TV station. And he competes all the time. We're just so proud of him, but that's what he symbolizes, the talent in the school district. And then this week was a college kickoff week. Dr. Arce, who's the director of secondary education, and Carol Boyne-Held, they worked together to get schools to participate. And we were featured at Riverside County Office of Education for what's happening at Vista Heights Middle School. And so this is a video of what happened, but it symbolizes what happened in district schools this week in case you missed it.
When the tears are rolling down like a river to the ocean, and there's no one else around, you won't question my devotion. Everybody needs somebody, and you got me. You know that I know that you know that I'll be there for the highs and the lows. Give you mine if your heart gets broke. By your side when you're all alone, I will be there. When you're down on your luck, no ride home and you got too drunk. 2 a.m. I'ma pick you up. I will be there.
I'm going to college.
Yeah! I will be there. I'll be there, I'll be there, I'll be there.
Get back in the picture. I'm going to college.
I'm going to college.
All right.
To be open, I'll be patient, I will wait until you're ready to be open. Everybody needs somebody, and you got me. You know that I know that you know that I'll be there for the highs and lows. Give you mine if your heart gets broke. By your side when you're all alone, I will be. I'm going to college.
One more time. I couldn't hear you. Say it louder.
I'm going to college. I'll be there, I'll be there, I'll be there for you. I'll be there, I'll be there, I'll be there for you. When you're down on your luck, go out home and you got too drunk. Whoa, I'll be there, I'll be there, I'll be there for you. I'll be there for the highs and the lows. Give you mine when your heart gets broke. By
I want to thank our board. Many of them visited there this week to see this in action. And so they were featured at RCOE's college kickoff, and that was the video from that. So we're very proud of them and every one of our schools for what they've done to participate in that. I also want you to know that students are still participating in outside activities to prepare them for college, and by participating in the Riverside County AP Readiness Program, Advanced Placement Program. There's 58 schools participating, and the number of students registered are 2,010 students. And I'm very proud to share with you that Canyon Springs High School is ranked 3rd in the county for student participation. That's among the 58 high schools that are participating. And as a district, we are very proud of that participation, and we challenge the other high schools to reach this, and they are moving in that direction. But thank you, Canyon Springs students, for what you're doing extra to prepare yourselves for the advanced placement exams. And then Canyon Springs High School, recently Donna Woods, her Cyber Patriots, the California Cyber Innovation Challenge at Cal Poly Luis Obispo, which was on Saturday and Sunday, September 26th and 27th. They were the top 10 out of 123 teams. They are in 4th place, and the judges were from all over, of Homeland Defense, CIA, the FBI, cyber military teams, computer science faculty, and Cal Poly Pomona. So I just cannot say enough good things about this program and what's happening in our district. But thank you, Donna Woods and Chris Lorenz at Valley View, for inspiring students. But look at what they did, y'all. Top 10 out of 123 teams. They're in 4th place. We're very proud of them. Congratulations. And then another partnership that we have is with Cal State San Bernardino, California State San Bernardino. And they just recently got a 2-year, $10.5 million grant to promote the research in cyber defense and double the nation's output of skilled cybersecurity experts. And I don't know if you know, but there are several alumni from Canyon Springs High School, 7 or 8 students in this program that will benefit from this. And the program will offer paid internships and other opportunities that students normally wouldn't get to participate in. And it's just going to take them so far. But isn't that wonderful what's happening? I showed you before, and then when they continue this, and what they're doing as students in our district. So even our alumni, congratulations, and our partnerships that we have. And then Valley View High School, virtual broadcasting and live recorded for later viewing. Actor Shalia Esley on Monday, October 12th at 11 a.m. and theater artist, writer, director, and actor Lisa Dring, Tuesday, October 20th at 9:30. And this is the Eagle Theater's company's advanced theater students, and they get to work with a professional writer, a director, and an actor on playwriting. And Eagle Theater Company's intermediate theater students get to work with a professional puppeteer and actor on performance with puppets. And I just am so impressed with what students continue to do and how they continue to do these things, and they shine brighter by never giving up. And the teachers, Janine Lopez, who's the theater teacher there, and Karen Johnson, the principal, for providing this access. And it's free theater artist classroom connections. So congratulations to them. And then each board member received this, but I'm holding it up. But this is the calendar for the Riverside County Youth, Strengthening Our Youth and Families Through Asset Building. And on the cover on the cover, you see that, the cover, is a student from Moreno Valley. And every district has representation in there, but the cover is a Moreno Valley student, Leonardo Montoya, who's a 10th grade student at Moreno Valley High School. And we're very proud of our students and how they contribute to the greater community in our society. So thank you, Leonardo Montoya, for doing that. And board, I hope you'll enjoy your copy of that, and maybe you can get him to sign it sometime for you. And then we offer these parent engagement webinars in collaboration with Cal State San Bernardino. And I wanted to point out these two. These were presented to us at the Joint Superintendent's meeting of Riverside and San Bernardino County. And I mentioned to you all about the webinar that's being organized, to promote grades K through 6 was Saturday, October the 10th from 10 a.m. to 12:30. And there's another one this Saturday, no, next Saturday, for grades 7 through 12. And there's information on here, and we send this out in our information for the district, but this is an opportunity for virtual classroom learning, special education, and digital technology. And it's just one of the many opportunities we're providing to parents, but I hope you'll take advantage of this, and we're proud of that partnership. In our community resource directory in our Hearts United program that we have 2 new additions to our community resources, and that's our Safe Family Justice Centers and then our Riverside Area Rape Crisis Center. And we're very proud of these partnerships and what they provide to our students and our community. And we have access to these. So Vicki Chavez oversees this program. And if you'd like to know more about the resources, please contact her in Student Services. And then we have attendance awards, and we're very proud of our schools and our students coming to school. I want you to know Northridge has 98.3% ADA, average daily attendance. Now, y'all, that's higher than when they were in school. They have a 3.8 chronic absenteeism. They have 728 students there, so that's wonderful. Mountain View Middle School has 96.7 average daily attendance. So one of our larger middle schools with 1,335 students and 9.5% chronic absenteeism. And Valley View High School is our largest high school with 2,861 students with an ADA of 94.6% and chronic absenteeism of 11.9. We're very proud of our students and our teachers and our community for working together to get students at school and to make sure they're logged in and they're present. We have some attendance awards. These are for our elementary feeder attendance winners. The Canyon Springs winner who feeds into Canyon Springs High School, because we're trying to promote TK through 12 attendance through the feeder patterns. And Hidden Springs Elementary with a 95.5% ADA, very proud of them. Moreno Valley feeder winner was Towngate Elementary School with 94.9%. Valley View was in their feeder pattern was Cloverdale Elementary with 94.3%. And Vista Del Lago's feeder pattern winner was Ridgecrest Elementary with 96.6%. And then these were middle schools in the feeder pattern. And so in group 1 was Vista Heights Middle School with 96.2 ADA. And then in the group 2 was Palm Middle School with 93.7 ADA. We really want 95 or higher. I just want everybody to know that's our attendance goal. So help us with that. And then in our alternative site winner was March Valley High School with an ADA of 89.9%. That's actually very high. And the most improved high school or most improved school, high school most improved was Moreno Valley High School, which had the largest decrease in chronic absenteeism from 20.3% to 14.8%, which is a 5.5% decrease, and an overall 94.3% ADA. So we're very proud of all the students and the faculty and everyone in the community, the parents, for getting their kids to school and helping them log in and make sure they get counted. We just can't thank them enough. And then I want the public to know that the board visits all of our schools. We go on visits sometimes weekly, daily, but we do visit schools to make sure that they're using appropriate screening procedures, to check people in, to look at classroom preparation, to look at what they're doing and to compliment teachers and to see the people who are on campus. Not every teacher is on campus, but they do like to see everyone, and we appreciate the board when they can attend. We had a health and resource drive-through on September 24th, and we impacted over 3,760 families by 330 food giveaways. The total number of people that were at the Health and Resource Fair were 2,512 community members. That's a huge undertaking for something that happened from about 4 o'clock or in the afternoon until 7 o'clock. But there were lots of resources there. And I want to thank Anthony Pipkins and Carla Leiter and Jim Burleson and the business services people, because they really came out and supported. And I want to thank our board members for being there and supporting and walking around and greeting and meeting with community members. Recently, our board had the chance to visit the new Performing Arts Academy that's being built at Moreno Valley High School. It's truly going to be something. And the visit was on October the 2nd. And it's 70% completed. There's 624 seating capacity with 5 instructional areas for band, drama, choir, a scene shop, a CTE production and managerial arts area. There's also a dance studio in this. The lobby serves as an art gallery. There's an integrated modernized dance studio and prop storage, solar panels, and a 50-foot fly loft with 20 line sets. So this is truly going to be a gem in our community, but for our students to perform in for years to come. So we thank Measure M and for what's happening there at Moreno Valley High School. And then I want you to know that Jim Burleson, our Director of Transportation, continues to be innovative in transportation and all of his drivers. And they helped Towngate Elementary School on Monday, delivering supplies to their school. They're going to be to people in their neighborhoods. They're visiting apartment complexes. And these are students that haven't been able to get to school and get things. So they're going to the neighborhoods to drop them off. And so if you can't get to school or you can't get something, please let us know. We're going out and they're doing more schools. And so this was just the first one that happened on Monday. And then our grab and go lunch continues to be a huge success. Over 2 million meals have been served. And so there's a short video that I'd like to share with you about this program. And thank you, Carla Leiter, and all the nutrition services assistants and everyone that helps with grab and go every day, because it's a huge undertaking. I just want, can you play that again for them? I don't know if you can see. That's Ryan Palomino, the principal of Sunny Meadows Elementary School. And I want you to know, grab and go has evolved since it began March 16th. And every principal, every person, tries to do something so it's safe. And so these techniques and these tools they invent help to keep the distance and provide it to the families. So we just want to thank him for that. And then I hope you'll all participate in our UCAN 21st Annual 2020 Virtual Recruitment Fair for Historically Black Colleges. This is on-the-spot admissions and scholarships available. Lisa Broomfield is in charge of this and categorical programs. And this is on Wednesday, October the 14th and Thursday, October the 15th from 3 to 7 p.m. And it's open to all students, but you must register online. And there's a registration there, and we have that on the website, as well as we'll put it out in different formats and social media so students can register for that. And then I just want you to see this. This is the MVUSD Python Teacher Coding event sponsored by RCOE and iSteam. And I'm very proud of our district, but you can see in this, RCOE is promoting this, but they said, see how Moreno Valley Unified School District has advanced their computer science and cyber academic pathway with SkillStruck. Now, I don't know what SkillStruck is, and neither do you probably. So that's why you need to attend this on Wednesday, October 14th, that's tomorrow, from 3:30 to 5. But you'll learn how to build a functional program that solves a relevant task, how to make computer science coincide with STEM education, and why Python is key in computer science education today. But they're featuring Moreno Valley Unified School District. And so that pathway, the pathways that we've developed between Northridge, Palm, and Valley View, and Edgemont, Sunnymead, and Moreno Valley High School are taking off, and this is really we're very proud of this. So I hope everybody can join, any teacher that wants to learn more about that. And then Edgemont Elementary and Bayside Charter African American Parent Advisory Counselors, they were chosen as the African American Parent Advisory Councils of the Month. And I asked Lisa Broomfield and Kim Taylor, how did these schools get chosen? And I think it's important for us to know that infectious enthusiasm during the meeting, lots of smiles and laughter, relationships are formed through body language. And sometimes people think maybe you want them there or you don't. But I want to thank the principals there, Philip Peoples and Smiley Villavicencio, because they do enjoy their parents and their community. The teachers do too. Thank you. The administration team, parents and students present, they shared the information from the District African American Parent Council, including the recording of the meeting, the invitation to join the meeting and the parent survey, and the commitment to work and grow the group. In one instance, at Bayside, there were only 5 parents there, but there were 5 mighty parents. And the teacher that did this decided to give each parent a project or a task. And that's to bring someone else next time, but also other tasks. So it doesn't matter who shows up. It matters what happens when they get there. And I just want to remind everybody that we're so proud of that. And this Thursday, Dr. Judy White, is retiring from the Riverside County Superintendent of Schools, and she's going to be the guest speaker at 6 o'clock via Zoom to share with us insights, because she began the African American Parent Councils in Moreno Valley. And they were like in 1 school or 2 schools, but now they're at most schools, if not all. And we're one of the few districts that has these, and we're often looked to by others because we do have these. And that's why we were chosen as a cohort exemplar this year for community engagement, one of the reasons. And then there's the 2020 Virtual College Fair on October 22nd. It's at 8:30 a.m. and you attend via Zoom, and Dr. Arce, the Director of Secondary, is in charge of this. And it's a virtual college fair because we can't have one in person, but you'll find the same colleges there and you'll be able to participate. And we put that out on social media, and we'll continue to put out how to register in other venues. And then there's a virtual fall choir concert. Please support our talented students in our first ever virtual choir concert. One of the things I'm most proud of about the administrators in Moreno Valley is they're not stopping. Just because we have a pandemic, we're continuing to do things, but in a different way. And so students will be performing live via Zoom, and we'll put that on social media, but it's on Thursday, October 22nd at 7 p.m. And it's our first ever virtual fall choir concert. And then we were asked by Riverside County Office of Education to host the Drive-Thru celebration for Dr. Judy White, who was the superintendent before me, the 13th superintendent. I'm the 14th superintendent in Moreno Valley Unified School District. But Dr. White, when she came to Moreno Valley 9 years ago, as many of you know, created something that was very special and continues today, Excellence on Purpose and Shining Brighter. And we can think of no better way than to recognize her on Saturday, October 24th from 10 a.m. to 12 noon right here at the Moreno Valley Unified School District office, where we will have a drive-through celebration. And we're very proud to host this. They called and asked me, and I said, of course we will. And so I hope you'll all come by that day, and we'll continue to announce this. And then we want to say Happy School Administrators Week. It's October 11th through the 17th. This is by the Association of California School Administrators. And we want to thank all of our administrators for all they've done. And I just want everyone to know, sometimes people ask me if I'm at work. We've never not been at work. We've been at work since, whenever the schools closed. We've been working on developing and planning and preparing things and meeting with people. And just want to give a big thank you and a big shout out to these administrators, because they go above and beyond. And we're proud of all of our employees, but especially this week for our school administrators. And then this week it winds down. It's the end of Hispanic Heritage Month, but it's not the end of Hispanic heritage celebrations or culture or contributions in our community. And this was just a launching so that people would recognize and know what we offer in our community. But this will happen all year round. And I want to thank Remilio Ruiz, who the building was named after, for his humanitarian and community activist. He was very involved in the welfare of local students in Moreno Valley Unified School District. His daughter, Yvette Ruiz, teaches at Midland Elementary, and I've gotten to know the entire family. They came to meet with me as soon as I became superintendent, and they told me they wish their father could have met me, and I wish I could have met him. But I just want to thank him for what he contributed and what he did for our community. And then I'd like to play this very short video from Moreno Valley High School that they put together to celebrate Hispanic Heritage Month for the students in their own homes, performing and putting it together with their teacher. So I hope you'll enjoy this. Thank you, Dr. Locke. That concludes my report. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Kadzior. It was, an excellent report. It's nice is to see the visuals, because you can talk about what you're doing, but when you actually get to see it, you almost feel like you're right there. So I think for the board as well as our community members, excellent report. Thank you. Okay, now moving on to E4A, resolution number 2020-21-25, Red Ribbon Week, October 23rd through 31st. Do I have a motion to approve resolution number 2020-21-25, Red Ribbon Week as presented? Motion to approve? Mr. Pete, you said, do I have a second?
I'll second it.
Okay, roll call.
Mr. Johnson?
Aye.
Mr. Holguin?
Aye.
Ms. Smith?
Aye.
Mr. Peden?
Aye.
Dr. Locke?
Aye. Motion carries 5-0. Mrs. Smith, will you present this resolution, please?
Yes, is Dr. Lynn Sheffield here? I see you. There you are. Dr. Sheffield will be accepting this resolution. She's the Director of Student Services. National Red Ribbon Week celebration is an effort initiated after Enrique Camarena, a federal drug enforcement agent, was murdered by drug traffickers in 1985. The campaign calls attention to programs designed to promote drug abuse prevention and to demonstrate support of a drug-free lifestyle. We are joining over 1,000 statewide agencies, departments, and organizations in recognizing October 23rd to 31st, 2020 as Red Ribbon Week to demonstrate our commitment to drug-free, healthy lifestyles by wearing and displaying red ribbons during this week-long celebration. The Board of Education of the Moreno Valley Unified School District encourages all citizens to participate in activities and prevention programs for tobacco, alcohol, and other drugs, making a visible statement commitment for healthy and drug-free communities in which to raise a generation of drug-free youth. Dr. Sheffield, do you have a few words to say?
I do. Thank you very much. Good evening, Board President Dr. Locke, board members, Dr. Kedziora and Cabinet. It's an honor to be here tonight to accept the resolution for Red Ribbon Week. Red Ribbon Week is one of the oldest and largest drug prevention programs in the nation, and a way for people to communicate and way for communities to take a visible stance against drugs. It's that time of the year to make sure we're all advocating for alcohol and drug-free programs and make sure our school grounds and our sporting events are drug-free. I'd like to make sure I encourage the Moreno Valley Unified School District community to take the pledge, and the pledge is to make sure our students grow up safe, healthy, and drug-free by understanding drug use and abuse and respecting yourself and being drug-free. And then continue to spread the word to your friends and family about the importance of being healthy and drug-free. So once again, I want to thank all of you. And as Dr. Kedziora said, we are honored to be the winner and the cover of the Carol Addis Poster Contest campaign. And then I want to encourage students, we are already getting ready to begin the poster contest for next year. It begins the last week of October. So communicate with your school sites and get involved and make a difference. Thank you.
Thank you. Okay, moving now to resolution E4B, resolution number 2020-21-26, Fall Digital Citizenship Week, October 12th through 16th. Do I have a motion to approve resolution number 2020-21-26, the Fall Digital Citizenship Week, October 12th through 16th as presented? Do I have a motion to approve?
I'll make the motion that we approve it.
Okay, second.
I will second that.
Roll call, please.
Mr. Johnson,
Aye.
Mr. Holguin,
Aye.
Ms. Smith,
Aye.
Mr. Peden,
Aye.
Dr. Locke.
Aye. Motion carries 5-0. Mr. Peden, will you present this resolution?
Yes, absolutely. Thank you. Accepting this resolution is Dr. Sue Buster, our Director of Professional Development and Digital Learning. She's here. And so let me just say a few words real quickly. And then Dr. Buster, if you would say a few words after, that'd be great. Thank you so much. Digital equity means everyone has adequate access and understanding of information and communication technologies, regardless of socioeconomic status, physical ability, language, race, or gender. Fall Digital Citizenship Week, which is celebrated October 12th through the 16th, is especially relevant this year during our distance learning. Moreno Valley Unified School District was already a one-to-one school district for students in grades 3 through 12. With distance learning, all students, TK to 12th grade, now have Chromebooks. It's especially something to celebrate. The Fall Digital Citizenship Week focuses on online privacy, media, online literacy, anti-bullying, positive online communities, digital leadership. Our professional development and digital learning department has demonstrated ongoing commitment to digital equity. By participating in Fall Digital Citizenship Week, Moreno Valley Unified School District creates a unified national voice for digital inclusion and shows support for our local organization, public institutions, and businesses on the front lines of offering digital inclusion programs. The Board of Education is happy to proclaim October 12th through the 16th, 2020, Fall Digital Citizenship Week. Thank you. Dr. Buster?
Good evening, Board President Dr. Locke, Superintendent Dr. Kedziora, board members and executive cabinet. I'm Dr. Sue Buster, Director of Professional Development and Digital Learning, and it is my sincere honor and privilege to be here tonight to accept the Fall Digital Citizenship Week resolution. The Professional Development and Digital Learning Department has worked tirelessly to ensure that all stakeholders in our district understand that digital equity means everyone has adequate access and a true understanding of information and communication technologies. To support this initiative, as well as the requirements outlined in the Children's Internet Protection Act, the Professional Development and Digital Learning Department designed digital citizenship lessons specific to each grade level span in the district, both elementary and secondary. And those teachers are using those lessons this week. Our school board's priority to equip our students with Chromebooks almost 3 years ago placed our district in a unique position to realize the vision for digital equity better than many of our neighboring districts. It has been one of our main focus areas laid out by the board and superintendent's vision, well before distance learning came about. So we are thrilled to celebrate this week as Fall Digital Citizenship Week. On behalf of all of MVUSD students and teachers, we thank you for your support and for developing our shared vision for digital equity.
Nice. Nice, good job.
Dr. Locke, you're muted.
Oops. Thank you, Claudia. Okay, now let's move to E4C, resolution number 2020-21-27, adopting the official proclamation for National School Lunch Week, October 12th through 16th, 2020. Do I have a motion to approve resolution number 2020-21-27, National Schools Lunch Week, October 12th through 16th, as presented?
So moved.
A second?
I'll second. No, I'm just kidding.
I'll second.
Roll call, please.
Mr. Johnson,
Aye.
Mr. Hoageen,
Aye.
Ms. Smith,
Aye.
Mr. Peden,
Aye.
Dr. Locke.
Aye. Motion carries 5-0. Mr. Johnson, will you present this resolution?
Oh, I'll be proud to. There are two people. Carla Leiter, is she here? I mean, is she on the call? Does anybody
Mr.
know?
Johnson, no, Carla Leiter and Debbie Candido emailed me their comment for me to read once you read your part.
Once I read the part, okay. Well, I'll pretend like they are here.
Yes, sir.
Two people that I tip my hat to. They have done a tremendous job over the years that I've been here, and I really appreciate all of the hard work. I could give examples of some of the things that I've seen. And in fact, I will. We were at one of the elementary schools not too long ago, and just to see the joy on the faces of those people, those young servers that were serving our community and the kids from their school, really brought joy to all of our hearts. In fact, I got hungry and someone fed me. But that's not the thing. The thing is that we really appreciate all of those folks that come out every day to feed our public and our kids. So I'll read this resolution number 2020-2127 of the Board of Education, Moreno Valley Unified School District, adopting the official proclamation for National School Lunch Week. Whereas school districts around the nation will celebrate National School Lunch Week from October the 12th through the 16th, 2020. And whereas the National School Lunch Week presents an excellent opportunity to promote school lunch programs statewide and to emphasize the importance of child nutrition, and whereas the National School Lunch Program has served our nation admirably for over 60 years through advanced practices and nutrition education. And whereas the National School Lunch Program is dedicated to the health and well-being of our nation's children, and whereas the National School Lunch Program has been joined through the years by many other excellent child feeding programs, and there is evidence of continued need for nutrition education and awareness of the value of school nutrition programs. And whereas the Moreno Valley Unified School District Board of Education recognizes that children who are provided breakfast and lunch daily are better prepared for the classroom environment, being able to focus solely on their learning rather than a basic biological need. And whereas it is important for our community to understand that education and proper child nutrition go hand in hand. And whereas the Board of Education continues to recognize and takes great pleasure in commending the men and the women who accept and meet the daily challenge of providing school lunches to our children. Now, therefore, be it resolved that the week of October the 12th through the 16th, 2020, be recognized as National School Lunch Week in the Moreno Valley Unified School District, and be it further resolved that National Lunch Week be devoted to the recognition of everyone who contributes to the successful operation of our state's school lunch food service programs. And be it finally resolved that this special week serve as a fitting time to urge all Moreno Valley residents to become aware and concerned about their children's and their own nutrition habits in hope of achieving a more heartfelt citizenry for today and the future. That's it. Thank you very much.
Claudia, do you have a response?
Yes. From Director Nutrition Services Department, Carla Leiter. Healthy, hearty meals have been prepared and served in schools for more than 100 years, but it was not until 1946 that they were considered essential to support children's health and American agriculture. Today, nearly 30 million children are served healthy lunches every school day. These students rely on the National School Lunch Program for nourishment to support their health and academic success. This year, the COVID-19 pandemic has shown without a doubt just how incredibly important school meals are for students and their families. During this week-long celebration of October 12th through the 16th, we invite our community to safely celebrate with us at our grab-and-go meal locations with our themed Now Playing School Lunch. We will be having lucky bag giveaways with movie tickets, gift cards, and at all school sites. On behalf of the Moreno Valley Unified School District Nutrition Services Department and the 31,000 plus students that we serve, we gladly accept this National School Lunch Resolution to promote the health and well-being of our students throughout the provision of healthy, attractive, nourishing meals. Thank you, Carla Leiter.
Thank you, Claudia. Okay, moving now to E5, staff responses to public comments made at previous meetings. Dr. Katsura, do you have any staff responses?
Yes, Dr. Locke. There were comments regarding Diego and school police officers at the last board meeting. And there were several comments made at the last board meeting regarding Diego and the lawsuit. We cannot comment on pending litigation, but we can share updates regarding some of the concerns that were brought up. We do want the community to know that Diego's death has certainly impacted our school community, and our thoughts and prayers go out to the family for their loss. In regards to bullying incidents, we have increased awareness of resources by developing and distributing posters and business cards with information on how to identify and report a bullying incident. And once the incident is reported, our team follows up with the appropriate staff. The district has taken several steps in the last year at all schools to address and prevent bullying and violence, such as increasing awareness of resources and launching the Hearts United Community Kindness Campaign. Through the Hearts United campaign, the district collaborated with the Freedom Riders to host events on school campuses and worked with various student groups, hosted the Anne Frank traveling exhibit led by student docents, hosted a district-wide kindness day, and created a community collaborative in which members of the community visit school sites to support students by greeting them with smiles. We also recently approved a program with the Safe Family Justice Center and the District Attorney's Office. The District Attorney's Office works with schools, districts, and school sites and community partners to implement intervention and prevention strategies that benefit school-aged youth at risk through programs such as de-escalation and assistance response team, DART, and gang awareness mentorship and education GAME. The district is focused on preventing school violence while also providing assistance and education to students. At this time, the district is evaluating the role of school resource officers on campus. The district has not taken any official action to cancel the contract with the Riverside County Sheriff's Department. The safest and the wellness of our students and staff continue to remain a top priority for the Moreno Valley Unified School District. There was a comment from a community member about connectivity and Chromebooks. We are working on supporting families who need assistance with internet connection by providing assistance to families through a partnership with Sigma Beta Xi, by providing hotspots that the district shares with Sigma Beta Xi, or offering low-cost internet options. There is a new service that we will be providing through smart buses, which are school buses that will be equipped with Wi-Fi connectivity to some of those families who need the support. There'll be more information available on that tonight in the school reopening update. We understand there are several challenges during this pandemic, but we are working through them and support students when they need assistance. Regarding our funds, we've been allocating funds to a variety of areas that are in need to be able to conduct it during distance learning. There have been several new Chromebooks that have been ordered, and there are also refurbished Chromebooks that are used as well. Every Chromebook should be in working condition for students to be able to perform the assigned task. Parents can always call our help desk for issues or stop by the district office for support. The number is 951-571-7676. And parents and community members, that office or that option to come here is available from Monday through Thursday from 8:30 to 7 p.m. They're here till 7 p.m. They just left. And on Fridays, they're here from 8:30 to 4:30. But that number is 571-7676. You can call and someone will help you in English or Spanish. And then we also have, you can walk in and we help you on the spot. And I've been down there in the evenings and there's always people here. And then we had comments regarding Chromebooks from another community member. And we followed up with that community member and she has requested specific information regarding Chromebooks. And so our technology innovation and accountability department is working on getting her the requested information. Our district purchased Chromebooks for students TK through 2 and grades 3 through 12 already had Chromebooks when the pandemic happened. In addition, during distance learning, we've been swapping out, replacing Chromebooks for students who lost or broke their Chromebook. We've been providing some students with refurbished computers, but this was done because it's economical. And we were also waiting to get new Chromebooks as the rest of the country was also going into distance learning. Thank you, Dr. Locke.
Okay, thank you, Dr. Katzior. Okay, moving to E6, public comment on agenda items. Any person requesting to speak to any item on the agenda may do so at this time or when the item is addressed by the Board of Education. Individual speakers shall be allowed to speak for 3 minutes on any agenda item. The Board of Education shall limit the total time for public input on each agenda item to 21 minutes, Board Bylaw 9323B, Section 5. Per Board Bylaw 9323, twice the allotted time will be provided to a member of the public utilizing a translator. Do we have any speaker slips?
Dr. Locke, yes, we have one public comment on agenda item, and I have my colleague Erika Cuevas who will be reading it.
Okay, thank you.
Hold on.
Sorry.
This This comment is from Marisol Wynn. To those who oversee making the decision as to reopening the schools again amid the resurgence of COVID-19 cases, please take a minute to reflect on how many lives have been lost due to this terrible virus. We have seen that in many cases when schools have opened, the virus has struck, sadly with some deadly consequences. Recently, an example of how tragic this virus can be, a teacher by the name of Ashley DeMarinis, 34 years old from Potosi, returned to in-person teaching. She was nervous to return to school, but did so anyway, and after a month of teaching, started to feel ill. Tested positive for COVID-19 and 3 weeks later died. Educators in Missouri, Mississippi, South Carolina, Iowa, and Oklahoma have died as the fall semester started in their districts to in-person instruction. With more evidence being showed that kids are carriers of COVID-19, we must think about the risk posed to staff as well. There have been some cases that indicate that kids might not be affected as bad as adults. So to risk any staff member's life to appease some would be unconscionable. We have been able to start the year with distance learning and should continue to do so. Many other districts and colleges that have just opted for online instruction for the rest of the year. With the fall beginning and the flu season looming, there is a greater concern that kids and adults could be exposed to both the flu and COVID-19, which could be disastrous. While on campus, there is a mandatory mask compliance that we are supposed to adhere to, but some staff members aren't following the guidelines by not wearing a mask or not using it correctly. If the adults can't follow these guidelines, how are we to expect the children to wear these masks correctly? Ultimately, schools should reopen if and only when they are sure that they can provide a safe environment for all. One life lost is too many. Mrs. Wynn.
Thank you. Okay, moving now to E7, public comments on non-agenda items. The Board of Education encourages public comments. During this section, staff may briefly respond to statements or questions, or may ask questions for clarification. The board may refer to staff or other resources for factual information, direct staff to report back at a subsequent meeting, and or direct staff to place a topic on a future agenda. If someone wants to lodge a complaint against an employee, the appropriate form may be obtained at any school or the community education center. Individual speakers shall be allowed to speak for a total of 3 minutes on non-agenda items, regardless of the number of issues to be addressed by the individual. The Board of Education shall limit the total time for public input on non-agenda items to 21 minutes. Per Board Bylaw 9323, twice the allotted time will be provided to a member of the public utilizing a translator. With Board of Education consent, the president may increase or decrease the time allowed for public presentation, depending on the topic and the number of persons wishing to be heard. The president may take a poll of speakers for or against a particular issue and may ask that additional persons speak only if they have something new to add. Board Bylaw 9323 B-C, Section 5. Do we have any speaker slips?
Dr. Locke, we do have a total of 5, all requiring a translator or to be translated. So 3 will be calling in and 2 will be reading in Spanish and English.
Thank you.
Okay, our first speaker is Marcela Quintero, requires a translator, and that would be Lorena. Lorena, are you on the line? Lorena, can you hear us? She's there. Is she muted? No. Lorena, can you hear us? Lorena?
I am on the line.
Oh, thank you. Señora Quintero, ¿está en la línea?
Sí.
Ok, tienes 6 minutos. La traductora es Lorena. Por favor, le da, cuando hable unos momentos y luego le da chance de que ella también le traduzca, ¿ok?
Está muy bien, Claudia.
Gracias. Ya puede empezar.
Sí. I can Buenas hear you. noches, miembros del board, padres, maestros y miembros de la comunidad. Good evening, parents, board of directors, and members of the community. Mi preocupación es la conducta negativa del señor Holguín
My concern is the negative attitude of Mr. Holguín,
que avergüenza a esta mesa directiva de educación,
that he embarrasses this Board of Education,
ya que con su demanda de acoso sexual
since his lawsuit with sexual harassment
que existe en su contra y
that
que
is
no
against
está
him
resuelta
and hasn't been resolved,
y no ha sido exonerado,
and he has not been exonerated.
necesitamos que se retire o renuncie a su puesto,
We need him to be removed or to resign to his position,
pues su conducta no es digna de ejemplo para los estudiantes.
since his behavior is not up to the as a model for the students.
Y durante casi 20 años ha recibido innumerables entrenamientos.
Since for more than 20 years, he has received a numerous training
que han sido pagados por la comunidad
that have been paid by the community
y que no le han servido o no los ha asimilado.
and that have not served or he has not absorbed them.
Pues actúa como un lépero,
Since he behaves as
y su conducta siempre
and his behavior is always
deja mucho de qué hablar.
Has a lot to speak for.
Actúa como si tuviera una conducta intachable.
He behaves as he has he's untouchable.
En esta época que estamos en crisis de pandemia y austeridad,
At this time that we are going through this pandemic,
el dinero que recibe el distrito,
the money that the district receives
del gobierno,
from the government,
debe ser para la educación y necesidades que los niños tienen.
It should be for the education and for the needs of the students.
Por las clases a distancia.
Because of distance learning.
Ya que no todos tienen las mismas condiciones.
Since not everybody is at the same, is under the same circumstances.
El distrito debe usar.
The district should use.
En proporcionar Chromebooks, internet de alta velocidad.
And to provide Chromebooks and high-speed internet.
Y el material necesario.
And any necessary materials.
Que facilite las clases en Zoom.
To facilitate the classes through Zoom.
No para pagar el abogado del señor Holguín.
Not to pay for the attorney for Mr. Holguín.
Él lo debe de pagar de su bolsillo.
He should pay it out of his pocket.
Necesitamos que los miembros del board.
We need that the board members.
Actúen en beneficio de la educación.
Behave in the benefit of the education.
No que nada más llenen un asiento.
Not just to fill a seat.
Que hagan cambios necesarios para que este distrito.
That there be necessary changes so that this district.
Funcione eficientemente.
Will function efficiently.
En bien de la educación.
In the benefit of the education.
Les debe preocupar que los niños entren a clases.
You should be concerned that the students are in class.
E investigar por qué no pudieron hacerlo.
And find out why they might not be in class.
Ya que hay niños que no tienen.
Since there are students that do not have
recursos para un internet de alta velocidad.
The resources for a high-speed internet.
O que sus padres trabajan.
Or that their parents work.
Y que no pueden estar allí con ellos cuando el Chromebook o el internet les está fallando.
And they can't be there with the student when the Chromebook or the internet is failing.
Preocúpese por esto, doctor Ketziora.
Worry about this, Dr. Gizora.
Y no por estar dando premios de asistencia, que en realidad eso no refleja la asistencia de los niños.
And not to be giving out awards for attendance when it doesn't really reflect on the students.
Ya que algunos tienen problemas al entrar a los Chromebooks.
since some of them have problems to enter, to get into through the Chromebooks,
pero ellos sí asistieron a la clase
but they were there in class.
y debido al internet o al Chromebook que está fallando,
And due to the internet or the Chromebook, it's not working.
no pudieron comprobar su asistencia.
They were not able to prove their attendance.
Muchas gracias y buenas noches.
Thank you very much and have a good evening.
Thank you. The next one.
Señor Quintero, ¿se encuentra en la línea, señor Quintero?
Sí, sí.
Ok. Igual a la señorita Lorena es su traductora, le da chance de que hable usted un poquito y luego que ella traduzca, ¿ok? Tiene 6 minutos.
Sí,
¿Listo?
gracias.
Ok,
Gracias.
ya puede empezar.
Buenas noches, miembro del board,
Good evening, board members,
doctor Quisiora,
Dr. Gazura,
maestros y público que nos están viendo.
the teachers, and the public that is watching.
Qué bueno que tenemos este board de educación donde los padres podemos hablar y expresar nuestros sentimientos.
I'm glad that we have this board and that we are able to be able to express our feelings.
En este mes de octubre he escuchado que es el mes de anti-bullying.
This month of October, I've heard that it's the month of anti-bullying.
Y la comunidad no se siente que se ha hecho nada.
And the
Casi
community
nada
doesn't feel that they've
erradicar el
done
bullying.
something.
En un reporte de la policía que consta del 1 de enero del 2018 a septiembre al septiembre 25 del 2019.
¿Cuáles son las fechas de nuevo?
Sí, en un reporte de la policía que es de 1 de enero del 2018 al 25 de septiembre de 2019.
There's a police report that indicates since January 1st of 2018 through September 25th, 2019.
Indica que hubo 121 casos de problemas de bullying en las escuelas.
There have been reported a total of 125 incidents of bullying in schools
Que constan en los reportes de la policía,
that are reported in this police report,
siendo la Sunny Mead con más casos, con 17.
being Summit the one with the highest cases, which is 17.
Así como la Valley View con 13, Vista del Lago con 13 y la Moreno Valley con 13.
Valley being 13, Vista 13, and Moreno Valley 13 cases.
Así como la Landmark con 8 casos.
Just as Almar with 8 cases.
Entonces, eso fue antes de la muerte de Diego.
This was before the death of Diego.
Esos informes no sé si en el distrito nadie lo revisa. Supongo que los conocen. Supongo que el distrito, el superintendente y miembro del board deben de tener esta información, que es una información pública.
I don't know if the board doesn't check them or the board is not aware. I'm assuming that the board checks this and it's aware of this since this is public information.
8 casos en la Landmark, debió haber puesto pues la alerta roja.
8 cases in Landmark should have raised the red flag
Y nada sucedió.
and nothing happened.
Después de la muerte de Diego, la triste muerte de Diego, que nos dolió a la comunidad de Moreno Valley y de
And
muchas
after the
partes,
death of Diego that was suffered by the whole community,
siguieron más casos de bullying,
there were still cases of bullying,
lo cual comprueba que las medidas o las pólizas o las medidas que tomaron no fueron las adecuadas.
which means that the measures or policies that were taken were not enough.
O sus empleados del doctor Quisiora no quisieron hacer nada y debió haber sido una alerta también para los miembros del board.
Or the employees of Dr. Kisura were not willing to do anything, but it should have been an alert to the board.
El doctor Quisiora solamente despidió a los administradores de la escuela Landmark y con eso
Kisura only dismissed the administrator from the Landmark School.
y con eso él pensó que ya resolvió el problema.
And with that, he thought that he had resolved the problem.
Está equivocado. Hay miembros, hay personal a nivel de distrito que debió haber removido porque no han funcionado sus políticas, sus pólizas.
But he's mistaken. There are other members from the district that should have been removed because the policies have not improved anything.
Y seguimos estancados en lo mismo.
And we're still in the same situation.
Por más de que él presuma que hay programas, que ha puesto programas, esos son palabras, palabras y palabras.
As much as he shows off that he's been putting up programs and programs, but these are just words.
Vemos que no toma en serio el problema del bullying.
We think that he's not seriously taking the problem of bullying.
Y a un año de una desgracia seguimos reclamando.
And a year after a tragedy, we're still complaining.
No queremos que siga lo mismo. Afortunadamente ahorita los niños no van a la escuela.
We don't want the same situation. Fortunately, the kids are not in school.
Pero ya que regresen, pues necesitaría él mover gente, directores a nivel de distrito que no hicieron bien su trabajo. Por supuesto que no hicieron bien su trabajo.
But when they do return their employees in the district that need to be removed because they didn't do their job well enough.
Entonces la comunidad exige respuestas, exige soluciones, exige cambios.
So the community is demanding answers, is demanding solutions, and is demanding change.
Gracias y buenas noches.
Thank you and have a good evening.
Thank you. Do we have another one? I think
yes.
One more.
We got one more to call in and then two more to be read.
Okay,
Señora Murillo, ¿se encuentra en la línea? Señora Murillo.
Hello.
Sí, hi.
Sí.
Tiene 6 minutos, señora Murillo. La señorita Lorena va a ser su traductora. Si por favor le da chance de que traduzca para usted después que usted dice unas pocas palabras. Gracias. Ya puede empezar.
Buenas tardes, miembro del board y audiencia presente y a todos los estudiantes en sus hogares. Mi nombre es Librada Murillo y soy comunidad.
Good evening, board members and the audience, the students that are present. My name is Librada
Murillo.
Librada Membrillo. And I'm
Murillo.
Murillo, and I'm a member of the community.
Sí, mi preocupación es la siguiente. En el año 2018, septiembre 1, nuestro superintendente S.T.A.R recibía la cantidad de $262,815.
On September 1st in 2018, our superintendent, Dr. Kazura, received $262,815,000.
En julio 1 del 2019, recibía la cantidad de $270,699.
And on on July 1st of 2019, he received $270,699.
En julio 1 del 2020, estaba recibiendo la cantidad de $278,820.
And on July 1st of 2020, he received $278,820.
Sin contar los beneficios de $53,293,24 que estaba recibiendo.
Without taking in account the $53,293.24 that he was receiving.
Mi pregunta es la siguiente para los miembros del board, que año con año, en cada tiempo de selección, se les está votando en la comunidad para que representen a nuestros niños y representen a nuestra comunidad.
And my question to the board is that we vote year by year, every year, to select representatives that will represent our students and will represent our community.
Y esta pregunta va dirigida para la doctora Marcia Lack, presidenta, que que estaba fungiendo para septiembre 8 de 2020.
And my question is for Dr. Marsha Lai that was running for on September 8th of 2020.
Y para la señora Susan Smith Clark.
And for Miss Susan Smith Clark.
Cleveland Johnson, que estaba como miembro en ese para septiembre 8 de este año actual, igual que Susan Smith Clark.
Cleveland Johnson and also for Susan Smith that were on the list on September 8th of 2020.
Para el señor Darrell Peden, vicepresidente.
And for Mr. Daryl Johnson? That was
Peden, I don't know.
Farron, that was listed as vice president.
Y Jesús Holguín
and Jesus
como miembro.
As a member.
Y esto va dirigido para cada uno de ustedes. ¿A quién están representando? ¿A nuestros padres?
And this question is addressed to each one of you. Who are you representing? The parents?
¿Nuestros estudiantes?
The students?
¿O sus propios beneficios?
Or your own benefits?
Porque si ustedes han estado aumentando el sueldo de nuestro superintendente, Martín S.T.A.R, creo que nos están faltando al respeto y se están burlando de nosotros.
Because if you keep raising the salary for the superintendent, Martin Gizora, I believe you are you're not taking us serious, and it's a lack of respect, and you're misrepresenting us.
Nos están mintiendo.
You're lying to us.
Y no es lo correcto.
And that's not right.
Porque ustedes juraron con una Biblia en la mano que iban a representarnos.
Because you swore with the Bible that you were going to represent us.
No solamente a nosotros, sino estaban y fungieron la mano ante Dios.
Not just us, but you also swore before God.
¿Qué clase de representación tenemos?
What kind of representation do we have?
Que no están monitoreando los incidentes que están sucediendo en nuestra comunidad.
That you're not monitoring the incidents that are happening in our community.
Y esto va incluido cuáles son sus perspectivas para estas elecciones del 2020, para cada uno de los padres que estamos sentados en los hogares y que participamos en las elecciones de este año.
And this also goes to your perspective on this election year, as far as what the parents are when they're sitting and watching.
Señora Murillo, ya se le acabó su tiempo. Muchas gracias.
Gracias, Claudia.
Thank you, Lorena.
You're welcome.
Okay, Dr. Locke, we got two more, and these are going to be read, and they are going to be in Spanish and English, and my colleague Erica Cuevas is here to read them.
Okay.
Erica, hold on.
Thank you.
You ready?
El siguiente comentario es de Alicia Espinosa. Me gustaría abordar el tema de las políticas de proveedores de MVUSD. Se les permite a los esposos o esposas de los empleados de MVUSD servir como proveedores sin ninguna licitación competitiva. Se les permite a los esposos o esposas de MVUSD firmar la autorización de pagos por sus negocios sin que tengan que pasar por el Departamento de Finanzas. Gracias. Now in English. I would like to address the issue of MVUSD vendor policies. Are employees or husbands, wives of MVUSD allowed to service as vendors without any competitive bidding? Are employees, husband or wife of MVUSD allowed to sign off on authorization for payments for their businesses without having to go through the finance department? And that message was from Alicia Espinosa.
Thank you. Next one.
El siguiente mensaje es de Jessica Piña. Buenas tardes, miembros del board y público sintonizado. Yo sé que el aprendizaje a distancia ha sido un cambio muy grande para todos nosotros. La asistencia ha sido un problema para algunos que han experimentado una señal de Wi-Fi muy lenta. Mi preocupación es que los maestros entiendan que no todos los estudiantes son afortunados de tener un control total de fuerza y señal de Wi-Fi. Yo creo que Dr. Kadziora debe invertir los fondos escolares en ayudar a que los estudiantes obtengan lo que necesitan para sobrevivir este proceso de aprendizaje a distancia. Él debería prestarle a cada estudiante un escritorio y proveer una señal fuerte de Wi-Fi en lugar de invertir en las organizaciones sin fines de lucro que no están ayudando a los estudiantes en este tiempo. Y los gastos legales de Mr. Holguín. Corte esos fondos para darles a estos estudiantes lo que necesitan para tener un año exitoso. El dinero es de los estudiantes, ¿verdad? En lugar, proporcionar tutoría 1 a 1 para los estudiantes que lo necesitan a través de Zoom con una persona, no a través de videos o jueguitos. Gracias. The following comment is from Jessica Piña.